Hello, welcome aboard. Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. And here we are now with another book review on Wingleader's latest photo archive. This is number 39, and this is on the Consolidated Liberator, and this is part 2 of the series, so there may be another one coming as well. And this is RAF and Royal Canadian Air Force bomber and transport variants. So here we can see this is the book. Now normally I would now show you the beautiful cardboard envelope that it comes in, which is wrapped up in a plastic bag, and inside there will be a bubble wrap envelope with your book inside, and it will arrive in perfect condition because it's so beautifully and lovingly packaged. And you order direct from the Wingleader website, and it will come from this company here, Bookworld, and they will send it to you with so basically, sorry, I had to cough there. So yeah, they'll send you the book and it will come to you beautifully wrapped and packaged. This one I actually collected at the Avon show, so I don't have any packaging to show you. I saw Justin there and he gave me the book to bring home with me there and then. I've got another book as well to show you too. So this one has been done by Pavel Turk, or Turk. I'm not sure what the apostrophe or the two, it makes it a U, doesn't it? So it's like Turk. So I remember I used to work with a company in Germany called Baumüller. We called them Baumüller, but the U had the two, I can't remember what they're called, above the U. And you watch now, a million people will comment and tell me what they're called. And that made it Baumüller. It wasn't Baumüller, it was Baumüller. So there we are. Right. So basically, we've got some forwards here from Mark Postlethwaite. And as you can see here, there's a Liberator there. I'm probably going to mistakenly say B-24, but please excuse me for that. And you can see these bombs look like they're about to hit it. More of that later. And there we can see a beautiful image of one in natural metal there with the RAF roundels on the side. So this would have been a B-24J, which is actually a Liberator Mark 6, I think, B6, because it's got the front turret. So we start off with LB-30 Liberator 2 bomber, and as you can see, this has got the glass nose. We've got the round nacelles on the engines, which I've never seen on a B-24 or a Liberator before, but obviously just never noticed. So 139 B-24s designated LB-30 Liberator 2 by the RAF relocated. Serials 503 to 641. The US Air Force released a further 23, bringing the total of Liberator 2s delivered to the RAF to 86. These flew in Mediterranean and in the Middle East. So there we go. So see some lots of little add-ons and little takeaways and stuff. And these round engine nacelles look very unusual to me on a Liberator. You can see there's one with the tail gun there. We got all sorts of notifications about what all the different pieces are. You'll have to go and buy the book if you want to see it in more detail. They're only £20. Absolute bargain, these books, for what they are. Absolute bargain. When you consider magazines are approaching £10 now, aren't they? I think these books are an absolute bargain. And when you get photographs like you can see this one here, you know, with this lovely close-up shot of the undercarriage, so you can see the oil leaking out, you can see, you know, the chipping on the paintwork, the bits that are chrome, the bits that are black. It's really, really nice. You can see here the weathering on the bottom of the fin and everything there. Really, really nice. Plus you also get these drawings, which are absolutely gorgeous, and they're done with the modeler in mind. You can see it's got modeler's notes. So it's a Consolidated San Diego plant built. It's got Curtiss electric propellers, bolt and pull Type A mid-turret, twin 30 Brown waist runs, bolt and pull E-type tail turret, and short trim tabs on the rudders. So there's your notes for building an accurate model. So you can see black paint peeling off the fin here, even though the aircraft's less than a year old. You can see there a happy squadron or crew or crews or whatever. This RAF Salbini, India on 3rd of November 1942. And a nice nose art of a girl holding a large bomb painted on. There we go. You can see here we've got the black camo with the dark earth and dark green on the top, which was typical of RAF bombers of that period. You can see there the green coming down onto the wing, or the brown, whatever it is. And again, you can see here for the modelers, you can see the fading of the roundel. You can see the paint chipping and the dirt and grime and oil and grease and whatever that is all over the aircraft. Very nice to see. You can see there the paint coming off. Note the fin flashes on the inside of the fins. Again, we've got these round engine nacelles. We've got this strange tailgun design, where they've got twin 50 cals. Are they twin 50s or twin 30s? Twin 30 cals mounted in the tail with these sliding doors. So that's a nice little bit more room there. And I did read here the Duke of Gloucester. Here we are, Duke of Gloucester. There's the Duke of where I live. So there you are. And there you can see a very common photograph there, twin gunners looking down the length of the fuselage. You can see looking out of the nose here. Course setting bomb sight Mark 9 in the nose of the AL-754O 108 Squadron. Note the circular upper ball mount for the nose machine gun arrowed. There we go. Much like you get in the nose of a P-17. Here you can see the ammo system. You've got the ammo boxes and the belts coming down to the tail turret. And you can see there the bolt and pull Type A Mark III mid-upper turret. So I think the later aircraft moved on to a Martin turret. You see pointing out a little extra there. And here you can see this is a lovely picture. We've got a Liberator here. We've got a Mitchell there. We've got a Dakota there. And then we've got some more Liberators going on down there. And then back here, I think this is all Hudson's, isn't it? Again, we've got a lovely shot here. Nice colour wartime image. What's this? In front of the aircraft are Czechoslovak airmen with their instructor, Flight Officer Jan Roman Irving, holding a headset. What's the arrow showing? Note the fuselage roundel overlaps the wind deflector. The IFF aerial can be seen running from an insulator over the waist gun post. So there's an IFF aerial running there up to the fin. And then here, downtime, relaxing for a photo. You see here more bits and pieces being pointed out. Now we've got the Liberator 6. Here we go. The Liberator 6 was the B-24J model and B-24L model modified to British requirements. The B6 differed from the B2 in having, or B3 sorry, in having additional nose and lower ball turrets, additional gunners being needed. The original navigator's position in the nose was relocated to flight deck behind the captain. The B6 was most numerous Liberator model in the RAF. In total 858 were delivered, the majority going to the and the ACSCA. There we go. You can see all the covers on, and now we've gone to these oval nacelles, which is what you commonly see on a B-24. Some lovely images. What's that? The Benevolent Genie. There we are. Some bomb loader crew. Is that the squadron or whatever? The Little Queen. Little Queen 2. Beautiful images, aren't they? They're absolutely lovely. You can see tied down to concrete blocks. Audrey's back. You can see there we've got the Martin turret in there now, which is usually easily identifiable because it has no real frame on it. I think there's just two lines over the middle, isn't there? I think, from memory. There's the guys there loving their nose art, and there's the nose art from the other side. And then here we've got a lovely image showing all the little pointed out parts, which is what these books are all about. They point out what all the little antennas are and the little differences and certain little bits and pieces, which are very interesting. That's clearly a posing for the camera photo there. Another one there. And if you remember on the inside cover here, I said this Liberator here looks like it's about to have bombs dropped on it. Sure enough it did. There it is, there's the result. And there you can see photographed moments after being hit by the bombs. So obviously took out the number 2 engine there. See another one here all covered up. These are in bare metal. It's got a tail up attitude, hasn't it? So this is the Liberator 6 of the Royal Canadian Air Force. So they've got the they've got the usual sort of roundels and everything on them, but they've now got the B24J as well. And then the Liberator 8, you can see we still got the dark earth, dark green overnight. Well, it actually wasn't night, was it? It was black, because night was proven to be not a very good paint. What are they pointing at here? C. The starboard waistcoat window is closed and its interior construction is clearly visible. Here we go, you can see the pressed metal there on that interior door. That's what they're talking about there. And then we've got A is, on the ground, the radome needed significant ballast in the nose to fully extend it. Okay, so that's why they've got this tail up attitude. B is the weight for trailing aerial. The starboard waistcoat window, yeah, so B is the weight for the trailing aerial. Okay, so that's the weight that's going to make it stay trailing rather than just dropping down. You can see some maintenance work going on here. We've got a frame, there's a, oh dear, bit of an accident, oh dear, bit of an undercarriage issue there. You can see the different antenna arrays here. You can see some different blister windows there. You got the square ones there, rectangular should I say. It's a beautiful book, there's lots and lots of information. Here you can see a natural metal finish. You can see very much the stretched skin, or the stressed skin. 100 group ECM liberators. You can see we've got the lower ball turret is removed, no astrodome on the nose, long trim tabs on the rudders. You can see here we've got the Monica radar warning system on the rear end. That's like showing a B-17 there, but you can see it on there. There's the Monica system. Some interesting little bits and pieces here. Lots and lots of different antenna arrays on these things, isn't there? Loads of them. And you can see one undergoing work. This is the transport aircraft now. You can see it's starting to not even look like a B-24 now, and that looks very strange to me. It just looks all out of proportion. I don't know why, it just does. Maybe because it hasn't got any turrets on it, perhaps. It just looks fat, doesn't it? Do they actually fatten the fuselage? But yeah, very no. I don't think it is. It just looks odd. I don't know why it looks odd to me. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. It just looks fat. You can see the access step there, the access door. You can see one here with the windows in. And here's one being delivered in parts. So 19 out of the 20 B24A conversions. So that's number 19 out of the 20. It crashed in the USA, arrived in the United Kingdom as LB30 Liberator 1. Serials AM910 to AM929. 15 Liberator 1s were assigned to RAF Coastal Command. The remaining 4 were used for trials and transport. So there we go, be refueled there. And there you can see one there. This is starting to really not look like a Liberator anymore, isn't it? You've got the windows down here, look. It's just, it's got the extended nose. And there we can see the seating arrangements inside. You can see the access door there. It's all looking very, very comfortable. Looks like they've got plastic seats. They'd be sweaty, wouldn't they? Here we've got the YB tail there, haven't we? So this one's got a lengthened fuselage, single fin, cargo doors in the port side. It's got sleeping bunks. Wow. Liberator 3 transport aircraft. You can see we've got more windows in here. There's an opening nose there by the look of it. The Liberator C Mark 7 was the British designation for the transport model of the consolidated C-87. 24 C-7s were delivered to the RAF. There we go. See again that lengthened fuselage and the doors. That would be an interesting little conversion to do, wouldn't it? Everybody at model shows would be, what's that? What's that in? What's that in? You can see now it's looking really strange. That's a C9 Royal Canadian Air Force. Rockcliffe Ice Wagon. And there we go. The last of many. What, no more libs? Got that painting all over it. Maury Pur's Farewell. So that's probably the last one built. Maybe the last transport one built. But I do know with the Liberator, if you actually look at the period they were built, the B-24 I'm talking about, if you look at the period they were built and you divide that period, the number of days, okay, times it by 24, all right, and then divide the number of Liberators built, and I think it works out that there was one built every 55 minutes, something like that. It's 55 or 65 minutes or something. It's absolutely crazy the amount they built. That was the start of mass production, wasn't it? Or lines, serial production. So there we go. What a beautiful book. As I say, £20, absolute bargain, and a really, really nice book with lots and lots of information for anybody who's interested in B-24s of British or any designation. So there we go. Thank you for watching. As I say, if you want to get one of these, you can get it from Bookworld. bookworldws.co.uk. There's the email address there, or the website address. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.